week, and I'm going to tell you all about it. But right now we are out taking a little stroll through the garden. It actually rained this morning, and it was so welcome. It has been very dry here. Our pasture is in bad shape for the cows. I've been kind of watering here and there in the garden, although I don't have to water much because we use a mulching method here. So it's rare that I have to water, but it's been really dry. So the rain is done, and everybody kind of trickled out of the house to come enjoy the garden. It's one of our very favorite places to be.
It's tall. Like as tall as Everett, maybe.
We have made some veggie dip in the house, so we're out here picking peas. These peas are still
eating peas.
Well, yeah, that's fun too. These are still going strong, but once they are ready to come out, as you can see, the vines are starting to die.
Can I have some herbs for my bunnies?
As soon as they come out, we're going to be letting these lima beans grow up. We've never planted lima beans, so I'm excited. Yes.
For my bunnies? No, but I got
I may have herbs for bunnies. Yeah.
Mom, I'm going to put all the stuff we find in there.
Can you hold it up? The first cucumber from our plants.
Many.
And
My
James
first
has green
cucumber.
beans. My green beans are nowhere near big enough. But oh, you have a cucumber too? Yay! Check out these calendula plants. Aren't they beautiful? And look at the sunflowers. These are chocolate sunflowers. James already picked me a bouquet of the flowers in here. Remember, this is the flower bed that we planted right outside of the living room window. So last week, Jason and the older kids helped some friends of ours. We have some friends that are older. I think he's about to turn 70 actually. And they were moving, and they had a full homestead, so it was quite a job. Plus, her parents went into a care facility, so she had their whole house to move all the furniture and everything out, which was like, 30 years probably they lived in there. And then their own homestead to move because they were moving to a different house. And they'd been working on it for weeks, and this was Thursday, I guess, was their closing, or their, you have to be out of here date. And they were overwhelmed. So Jason and the kids ended up helping for 3 days. Just moving things, cleaning out the barns. I don't know what all they did, but
the power.
Yeah. So they sent a few things home with us that are really neat. I will show you. One of them is this seed planter, which I've always seen people use, and I thought they were so cool. Now I just have to probably clean it up because it's kind of dirty, so it's a little gunked up, but I'm excited to give it a try. This hutch is one of the things that we got from our friends. They had used it for rabbits, but we're always looking for an extra spot to put a mama hen and babies, or basically little guys that need to be protected for a while. So it's working perfectly for this mama. Isn't she cute? Look at those babies, all different colors. It's nice because it also has this little protected spot that they can go underneath and have an extra cozy nest under there.
Are you just talking to yourself?
I was telling our friends about it. Our YouTube friends. You tell them about your new boots? Lydia picked out paw print boots. You want to show them? Yeah, they look nice. She wears a size 9. These boots come in toddler sizes, so she was really excited because some boots only come in the big kid sizes, right? Yeah. I was able to get those boots even for Benjamin. They're even one size smaller than Benjamin wears. They go down to little kid sizes and big kid sizes, so they're really nice to have around. Well, yeah, you are a big kid for sure, but your shoe size says little kid. But you're a big kid. You're a big girl. But they're nice to have around for rainy, muddy days, aren't they? Whoa, big girl. Jason brought home this hay rake. That was another thing from our friends. Hello, Miss Lydia. She also gave me, which you can see it's sitting here by the tree, she also gave me her old clothesline, the kind that unfolds. So hopefully I can get it untangled. It was in their barn.
Cool.
We'll see. I know, it's crazy. Cool. You know what, Lydia? I think we've been used to temperatures in the 80s, upper 80s and 90s. and all of a sudden it's cold. I don't even know if it's 70 degrees. It's just a strange day. I also brought these home to border some of my gardens. These are a really nice old cast metal border. Why'd you wake up from your nap, huh?
He looked stunned.
He looks tired still. He was just
Are
crying.
you tired? Yeah, he was sad because no one was playing with him.
Aww.
Poor
So
guy.
big. You still look a little sleepy.
I didn't
Cozy
hear
with Leo.
Everett wake Benny up.
Leo is busy buying Jason a present for Father's Day.
Yep.
He's the man with money now.
No, not really.
He's a sweetie, isn't he, Lydia?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's show him what we got in here.
Yeah.
This is what I've been busy about while I haven't been filming. This is comfrey that I'm infusing in oil to make salve, and then we picked some nettle from the woods, so we dehydrated that. Dehydrated lavender. I'm going to do the same thing, probably make some type of infusion with that. And what's this one? Oh, peppermint for tea. I have these things everywhere. Yeah. So I stuck them back here for now until I have a chance to wash them out and use them. But I got these from my friend also. These really neat old baskets. Even a metal one on top there. Use those for storing something here in our food storage. We have some apples that didn't make it, so we're going to turn them into applesauce, right, Miss Lydia?
No, I like them.
Here, put them in here. Fill up my box and we'll bring them in the house. While I'm in here, I'll tell you what's been on my mind. I have been on a lookout for natural flavors because I learned a little while ago that natural flavors can, that ingredient on ingredients lists, can hide other things that aren't good for you. You just don't know what it is. And so I've been on a lookout and it is everywhere. And my latest thing, and I'm so upset about, is it's on our kids' vitamins, in our kids' vitamins. Natural flavors in their vitamins. So every day, I'm giving them natural flavors. So frustrated. So I've been searching because my kids are supposed to have methylated B vitamins for having MTHFR. It's really important to get methylated B. And I have kids that can't swallow capsules. And I cannot find any type of lozenge that doesn't have natural flavors in it. I'm so irritated. So one thing that I did find, I have another friend who gives her kids the Smarty Pants vitamins, which are methylated. And I looked on those and they have organic natural flavors. So I looked that up, and of course it's not as bad as natural flavors. Still not perfect, but I'm thinking about switching them to those just because it's better than what I'm doing right now. I don't know. Do any of you use Smarty Pants? Do you have any experience with those? I've never used them with the kids, but man, I'm just frustrated about this. It's so hard. You either cook literally everything from scratch, which I'm moving in that direction, but sometimes I just want free days. I want allowances. I want like an easy button, you know, and every easy button comes with compromises. I was reading about hummus. They tested some hummus and found it had glyphosate in it, which is like Roundup, you know, the chemical. In the hummus, it was that high. The levels were that high that they could detect it in the hummus. And they said it's not the hummus, it's the soybean oil that the hummus was made out of. Because the soybeans are a crop that's so heavily treated that it's coming out in the food that we're eating. So I'm like, I tell you what, the more you know, the more you just want to hide your head in the sand like an ostrich. Although my kids tell me that ostriches don't actually do that. But yeah, I don't know, one step at a time. So, you know, you take in information, you make changes where you can, and then you just have to be at peace because stress and anxiety is also not good for you. So you just do what you can. That's what I'm doing. Right now I'm going to set you down so I can carry in this box of mushy apples.
It's a pet down there to sleep.
That is so precious. say that we are keeping our sod alive. That feels very victorious. The kids, you can very gently. We've mostly stayed off of it, but
Gently on it.
they feel like it's a real treat when they get to gently walk across it, because it's been a month now, I think, and everybody's pretty much stayed off of it. But it looks great. There's just a couple little patches where it died, and I sprinkled some grass seed in to fill it in. And I'm so proud of us keeping grass alive. Some of you here from, is it England? You don't call it sod, you call it turf, I've been told. You see your new boots, Elsie. Hold on a second. Sparkles, blue sparkles.
Comfortable.
Hi there, Miss Ruthie. Ruthie.
And they're definitely not big and bulky. They're good for running in.
Right, they're a lightweight boot, aren't they? Yeah, very cute.
No. He's trying to drink my chocolate smoothie.
Oh, no.
It's chocolate.
Not for you,
I
Pepper.
guess so.
Okay, I'm back. I thought I'd have a little greenhouse chat with you just to catch you up to date on the last week, because I really haven't picked up my camera. Honestly, I just didn't feel like it. So last weekend we went to Oklahoma, and then when we got back, so Everett was sick in Oklahoma, and a couple of the kids at home weren't feeling the best either. So we must have had something, is what I'm figuring out once I got home and realized it. So the next day was Sunday. I'm trying to think about my timeline here. The next day, we got home Saturday evening, and the next day I was sick. And I was pretty much in bed for most of the day. I had a fever, and I just felt exhausted, just really exhausted, just like some, achiness. And then I started in with pain that I thought was in my kidney areas. So it started out mild and it kept increasing to where it was really bad. And by Monday, I was feeling very concerned. I have a friend who recently had to have surgery on her kidneys because of really bad infection and stones. And she had told me her story and really cautioned me, because we are very similar. So we've had a lot of babies, so we've been breastfeeding a lot and, trying to keep up with water consumption, drinking lots of water, but a lot of times, the day goes by and you're busy and you don't drink enough. And also struggled with just mild on and off UTIs through the whole pregnancy. So our stories were very similar, and she didn't want me to go through what she had gone through, so she called me and told me all about it. So that was on my mind and made me feel really concerned. So Monday, I tried to get a hold of my chiropractor, who's kind of like our primary care doctor. I guess we don't have anybody else. And I couldn't get a hold of them that day. I just wanted to get like a urinalysis to start, just to kind of see if there was anything going on or not. Well, in the meantime, I decided to do one of these kidney cleanses that I read about, which is supposed to flush kidney stones. So you take, it's like 2 ounces of oil, like olive oil, and 2 ounces of straight lemon juice. Mix them together. They recommended frothing it in a blender, which did help to get it down, because otherwise it's pretty nasty. So you're supposed to drink that and then wait. And then if you feel a pain, you drink a huge glass of water. It's supposed to rid you of any kidney stones within 24 hours. So I did that, and I started drinking tons of water before and then after that. Just lots of water to flush my system. Well, I never noticed anything with kidney stones, but I did, the pain started to lessen a little to where I felt like, okay, this is helping, so this must be a kidney thing. Well, meanwhile, I just talked to another friend of mine, and she encouraged me. She's like, just go get checked. So I decided to go to an urgent care. Jason and I went together. By this point, my pain had really almost gone away, but I just decided to go anyway. So he had helped our friend move all day. So by the time we got to urgent care, they were closing in 25 minutes. And so we were the only people there. And on the way there, I had just prayed that the Lord would bring us to somebody who was a little out of the box, because, I'm not a big fan of traditional medicine. I know it has its place, but overall, we just stay well on our own. And even having 10 kids in 16 years, I guess 17, she'll be 17 in a couple months, but We have never had to take one of our kids into a doctor for sickness. I mean, that's just a testimony of what you can do with just trying to stay healthy and take care of things when they pop up right away on your own. So we don't even have a pediatrician. We don't have any of that because we've never had a need for it. Anyway, so I get to the urgent care. We're the only ones there, and I felt kind of bad because I know they were probably wrapping up to go home, but, you know, I knew it would be quick. So anyway, they take me back, take the sample. We go back into a room, and the nurse practitioner who's in charge comes in, and, you know, she starts talking. She's like, well, your urine was perfectly clear. No sign of anything. You look good. So she's like, so why did you come in, you know, just wanting to know what's going on? And so I started telling her my story and that, you know, we do things more naturally. I told her what I had done for the kidney. I told her that maybe my urine was too diluted because I had drank so much water that day. And maybe that's why nothing came up. You know, we're trying to figure things out. So she closes the door and she's like, okay, I just have to tell you that even though I work here and I work at the emergency room at another hospital, I actually am more of a holistic minded person myself. And so I recommend that you just continue on with the road that you're on with trying to heal this naturally. From what I'm seeing, I think that you're a good candidate for that. So she just starts talking and sharing a lot of resources with us. She told us about a website, which I have not looked at yet because it's been that crazy kind of week, but that you can find different, like maybe more holistic minded doctors or dentists or things. So I need to check that out. She told us about a place that does vitamin infusions. She ended up giving us her cell phone number and just being such a precious resource. And I just praise the Lord because this is exactly what I was looking for. Somebody who was out of the box, and he brought me straight in there. To me, it gave me confidence that God sees all those things, all those details, and he's in them. And I don't have to worry about anything. So anyway, I did end up getting hold of my chiropractor after that, and a full 24 hours later went into him just to get checked again without having drank 2 gallons of water. And so when he did a urinalysis, there was a slight indication of my levels being off with something going on with infection, possibly kidney, I don't know. He checked a couple different things. And so we decided I'm going to go in and get a full blood panel just so that we can check on everything and see if there's anything going on that I need to address. So that's what I'm in the works for. And that's why, honestly, I just kind of didn't feel like picking up the camera. I just kind of felt yucky for a couple of days. And that on top of it happening right when I came back from being out of town and I was just kind of getting life back together. My amazing mother-in-law who stayed with the kids, we came home to the house all tidy and the laundry cut up and everything. So such a blessing since I ended up sick the next day. But I don't know. I spent the week just kind of being restful. I did a lot of dehydrating of different herbs and things, like I was telling you guys about. And I cut Benjamin's hair for the first time, gave him a little trim. It wasn't much, but it just made him look more like a big boy. We rearranged the house. One of the things that we got from our friends was a full-size mattress. And so we switched them out. That we had 2 twin-size beds in the girls' loft. And then Lydia, we had a little toddler-sized spot for her, but she never wanted to sleep on it. So she was always sleeping with Bella. And so we swapped out. Bella wanted the full size so that she has a nice big bed for her and Lydia if she crawls in there. And so we put that upstairs, which of course was feet, and brought the twin mattress down to put in a bunk bed for whenever Benjamin is ready to get out of a crib. So we did that swap. And then we also got some new to us furniture from our friends as well. So our couch we've really enjoyed, especially because it's a pull-out couch, so we could have guests sleep on it. It was from my in-laws, and it's been great, but you know, we've used it a lot, and so the stitching is coming out, and it was kind of starting to fall apart. So just for fun, we put that on the front porch. So now we have like an extra cozy, like hang out and watch the rain fall spot on the front porch. And then the new couch with a chair and a little like footstool kind of thing went into the living room. So because our living room is small, of course, it's always a little bit of a trick to fit furniture in, but we kind of moved it around to make it work. So that was all day yesterday, which of course then means cleaning the house and rearranging other things. You know how it goes. It's like dominoes once you start. So today was absolutely 100% a rest day. I mean, we have laid around and really done nothing at all. It's been fantastic. I've got some soup on the stove for dinner, so we're gonna eat that with some, I have a leftover loaf of bread that I made, and we're just going to continue this restful day right through the evening. It's just what we needed. Next week, we have all kinds of busyness. Jason has, a full day of work and things tomorrow. Tuesday, he's taking all 5 older kids kayaking with our friends. So that will be very exciting. And then Thursday is my birthday. So I don't know what we'll do, something fun as family Thursday. And then we're rolling right into Father's Day weekend. So it's going to be a busy week next week. Grab and go, grab and go. You're gathering clues, right?
Yes. I'm Bobby.
Yes.